Hello everybody, welcome on in to today's video. I am just going to say a quick thank you to everybody who has commented on my recent post. I'm still dealing with it as I'm recording this, but there was some water damage in my unit. I own a condo due to the recent rain and the wind and all of that. And I will just say I'm incredibly frustrated with the entire situation because the urgency in which to get somebody out to look at it was just not there. And then they just kind of didn't bother the next day at all. So I had to call, and then they finally sent out somebody from a restoration company. And then he was supposed to have his guys come out and put a dehumidifier into my unit and a bunch of other things. And that never happened. So another delay. So I'm thankful that I'm able to stay at my parents' and work from my parents' home because I work from home. But yeah, needless to say, I live in a condo that's condo managed, and this entire process, I think it's because it only impacted my unit. Incredibly frustrated because it's like no sense of urgency. Water can damage so much and cause so much mold. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But thank you for everybody who has sent me well wishes during this time. I'm hoping that it will get resolved soon. And hello, normally I'm not that angry, but I just had to let it out. I am Deidre. Hello. I'm actually in my late 30s. I work full time in Canada. I'm a single income household, and as I said, I do own a condo. I have been debt free since April of 2025. So this channel is all about trying to shoot towards new goals, which is in fact purchasing a different place, which I am going to be more than forward to looking to when I purchase next year so I can get out of my current place. So we are going to be putting some money into some savings challenges today. These challenges I've been working on for quarter 2. They will go away at the end of June. So one more stuffing because I'm bi-weekly paid. So one more stuffing. And hopefully they're able to be finished. If not, the money will be reallocated where they're supposed to go. And I'm going to be putting some money into some goals of mine. So I'm just going to start out first before we get too much into it, into my 1K binder. This is from Iris over at Iris Budgets. I am using this money to save up $1,000 to put into my tax-free savings account, which in Canada is just an investment vehicle. You can put the money in and withdraw the money, and you're not penalized for tax purposes. So I'm using this to go towards my retirement, sort of as like a 1 year. My goal is to have 1 year of expenses in that tax-free savings when I go to retire. That way I don't necessarily have to draw on like government benefits like our CPP or OAS type of thing. So I'm putting in 20, 40, and 60. And in the little front envelope is another challenge from Iris. And so this binder, when it is completed, will save me $1,000, and we are well on our way to getting there. So we should definitely have that funded before, I'm hoping fall time is hopefully the goal. So in the front challenge, which will save 200, and then when we save the 200, we will reallocate it to the empty envelopes. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 20, 30, 40. So we are another 60 away from getting 200, and I believe when we get the next 200, we will be at 800 in the binder, so only 200 to go, which will be super awesome. And then next up, I am bringing in a couple other challenges that I've sort of been using this year. So they're both from Budget with Ira, and I'm going to be restarting my 2027 savings challenge. I think I'm going to save $240. This is just for something in 2027. Haven't decided what it's going to go towards, but we are saving 40 today. And so yeah, like when it's completed, I'll put it in the bank and then I'll decide, and I might reuse this again. So I've already used it once to help me save up for my condo insurance, but now we're going to start it and we're going to decide. So I am also going to be I've decided that any leftover money and also any money I earn from any selling of anything, I sell on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, and I also sell on Poshmark in Canada. I'm going to put that money into the 2026 savings challenge. By the way, they come with the envelope that has the same vinyl color, and I'm going to save another $120 in here. So we're going to be putting in $40 today. And I had already completed this once earlier this year, so I do have $300. I completed it once for $180. The $300 is also combining the monthly challenge that I got from Ira, which was $120. So I'm just going to be putting in any sales money, any leftover money from my eating out or my spending money into here, and then when it's complete at 120, I will put it in the bank. Again, I have no idea what I'm going to use that money for, but just want to be saving it. So I will decide later. I've thought about redispersing it like in a randomizer, or maybe just holding off, and then if something comes along that maybe I want to do or purchase that's a little bit more, I could use that money. So we are going to play some savings challenges today. We only have 5 left. I typically do 6, but I completed one in the last video that I did for these. And so I'm not going to bring in another one. That just obviously gives the other ones a good opportunity to be finished. So we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 across the top and 5. I'm just going to roll. I'm just going to see where it lands. I'll let you know after where all the challenges are from, who you can go support and get your own from. And we are going to be working with 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Now, looking kind of into 2027, I know we're only in June. I don't know if I will be doing savings challenges like this next year or not. I'm just trying to toy with some ideas, because when I do move, I don't think I'll have as much money to put into savings challenges. So I'm just trying to decide what's going to work best for me to save money, but also have a little bit of fun with it too, because some of these challenges go towards sinking funds that don't always get a bunch of money in my budget. So I'll see. I still have plenty of time, just kind of trying to figure out what's going to be best for me. So we have number 5, and we're going to start out with the 5s, by the way. So some of them do save a little bit more than others, so we will see what happens. Let's hope everybody gets something. Okay, so we're going to swap out the 5 for the 10, and that is one of my bigger challenges. Oh, number 5. Come on, number 2. Okay, now number 1. Whoop. Oh, number 5. Oh, which we can swap out for a 10. So we have $15 left. I might cheat. Oh, no, I won't. Everybody got something. I was going to say I'm going to cheat. Okay, and the last 5 is going to number 1. Okay, didn't have to cheat. That's always good. I don't like to have to cheat. I'm getting close to the end, so, I might have to cheat. So, in the number 5 spot, I'm all discombobulated. I do apologize. Just with this whole water damage thing, trying to still work full time, not being in my own space is throwing me off. So I am in my own space right now, but I'm not staying here because I can't sleep here because the damage is in my bedroom. So this is from Journaling Rachel's shop. I do have it linked, but I went to go find her shop and I can't find it. I don't know if she took down her Etsy shop or not, or if it's just one of those things. But this one is the Spring Savings Challenge. It saves $100, so a lot more than most of my challenges. But this one is going towards furniture. Furniture for a new place, not my current place. When I do move, I know I'm going to need to buy some furniture. So just like more space. So we have 10 and 20 going in here today. So let's color down here. So that's 5 and that's 10. Okay. That's and that is 20. Okay, so we are getting really close. It looks like we should have $10, $15 left in here. Let's find out if that is true. Okay, so in the Spring Savings Challenge, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. That is absolutely correct. So that is very cool. It would be great to be able to finish this challenge and put that $100 into the furniture sinking fund, because it doesn't really get a lot of money right now. And I'm going to I'm going to switch up the order for next time. So we will see what happens for the next time we do these challenges. So number 4 is a zodiac challenge. It's a Virgo one. I am a Virgo. And this one is from Kayla. She used to be Budgets of Bloom. I do believe she's now Bookish Budgeter. I have her linked, so you can definitely go check her out. And it got 5 today, and this one is just going towards generic sinking funds, whatever I feel like needs a boost. At the end of the month, we will put that money towards it, and it could go towards multiple. So in this challenge, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So we are halfway on that one. And I don't know how much money I have coming in for the next paycheck in terms of into challenges, if it's enough to finish all of the challenges or not, but we will see. So number 3 spot was another zodiac challenge. This one is from Charma Budgets, Jamie over there. She does have a YouTube channel. So I've pulled out the 3 signs that we are using basically for the months of April, May, and June. And I have already finished Taurus, which I have made worth a total of 15 because there is a blank spot on every one. The Aries saved me 20, which I'm completed. And Gemini, I believe, only needs $5 to finish, and we have the $5, which is awesome. So we should have $50 in this challenge. Let's just double check. I will let you know where it is going. So in this, we are putting this towards new home. So this is to just help give me a little bit of a boost to my new home sinking fund. That money is not used as a down payment. That is going to be used for moving costs, lawyers' fees, a home inspection, very important, potentially setting up any utilities, that sort of thing. So we should have 50 in here. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. That is absolutely correct. I'm just going to set that to the side for a second because we're just going to go on to the next challenge, and I will reallocate that. So that's awesome. We've now finished our second challenge before the end of June. And so the next challenge we have, I just call it the floral challenge from Bella over at Saving Made Simple. And this one is just for generic sinking funds. So it got 10 today. And it saves a total of 60. So again, sort of the same thing. We'll see where we want to put the money at the end of the month. So this one is definitely really close to being finished. So it would be really cool. It would be just cool to finish them all because last quarter I didn't finish them all. I did come pretty close on some. There was one challenge in there that was quite a bit more. So I kind of figured it wouldn't get finished, but that's okay. And I am planning to reuse some challenges I already have. So for quarter 3, if you've been around a while, you will have seen those challenges more than likely. So in the floral challenge, we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50, which is correct. So only 10 left to go on that. So that would be really nice to finish that one, just to boost some sinking funds. And then last but certainly not least, we have Sweet Sprinkles from that Budget Luxe. And this one saves 60, and it is just earmarked for sinking funds as well. So we have 10 going in there today. So we should have 40 in here because it looks like 20 is left. So again, this would be really nice to finish. So let's see. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So that is correct. So I'm going to figure out how much we actually need to finish all the challenges. Like I say, I think I've already set my budget, so I don't know if I'm going to change it. But we need 20 from there and 10 from there. So that's 30, and 30 is 60, and so we need, and 15 from here. So we need $75 to complete them all. And I don't think I have that much in my budget, but we are going to come really close to finishing them all, which is super great. So we are going to reallocate this money from Jamie's challenge. And this is where I'm putting this money. So I think we've hit a milestone in here, which would be unbelievable, if I'm being perfectly honest. So we are putting in the $50 from Jamie's challenge, which I think I will just take back to the bank right away and just replace with a placeholder, but we will count up and we will see where we are at. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 200, 400, 50, 60, 70, 80, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 500. So we have completed this little challenge, which was from Journaling Rachel Shop. I believe it was a freebie. I have $2,500 saved towards new home, which I have to say is absolutely outstanding. Every little bit counts. I am not going to be stopping. I'm going to keep going. So that money is definitely going to help. And it is really cool that we made it here to $2,500 and we're only at like the beginning of June. So I think my stretch goal for new home, because it is getting money regularly from paychecks, if I could get it to like close to $5,000 by the end of this year, I think that would be such an amazing thing. But because I'm just going to quickly pull out the 50 and we are going to swap out and see if I have, excuse my reach, we are going to swap out all of these 200 and the $250 placeholders, because I don't have a ton of 50s. If I'm really being perfectly honest, I need to get more from somebody. We are going to put in the $500. So we now have $2,500 in this sinking fund, which is amazing. And I will be sure to get that money to the bank. And we are going to just set Jamie's challenge off to the side. I'm going to put it in a binder because we know we are finished it. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you are not subscribed, I hope that you will. I'm on a mission, a goal to reach 500 subscribers by the end of this year. It would be really cool to get it even by the end of fall. I plan to do a giveaway. You cannot win if you are not subscribed. More details will come when I reach that goal. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here. I will see you on the next one, which I suspect will probably be a mini Mondays. So I hope you'll come back and watch that. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye.